Hi everyone and welcome to day 6 of Wonderland week. I keep singing it like that, I sound really sad and I don't care. Anyway, I have a little door booklet, a bit of an unusual project to show here, and some tiny little mini loaded envelopes which I'm going to cover up because I want you to stay tuned, and I'm going to show you this one first. So, I saw this on someone else's channel. I was looking at different Alice in Wonderland themed loaded bags and things, and somebody had made something pretty much the same. There was no tutorial or anything, but I decided to have a go and try and make one myself. So it's just tied up with this twine around the outside. Now unfortunately my paper did crack, but I wanted to keep this paper, so I'm sorry Sam, but you've got a bit of a cracked project here. So what I've got is various different papers from Craft Asylum sets. So this is the Hello Sunshine paper pad, I think. And then on the side here I've made a little spine. And then I've made this little charm. I found this little key in my stash, so I've clipped it on with a couple of little beads just to make a little dangly charm on the side of this. And obviously you need a key to unlock the door. I'm going to slide this twine off because it's just there to keep it closed. As you can see, I've used this wood paper, and then I've just drawn some decoration around the outside to make it look like a door. I'm going to zoom out a little bit because I keep lifting it up. That was silly of me to zoom in. And then I've got some little gemstones here. So what I've done is I've stuck one on, then I've stuck two bigger ones back to back, and then I've hot glued them together to make like a little doorknob. You can kind of see that. So it's actually quite, you can really lift it up. And then what happens is you open this door, and inside you've got this really beautiful paper. So again, these are all Craft Asylum papers. And then I've got on here, sorry, it's not the neatest project, it's the first time I've made something like this, so it wasn't, you know, the neatest. I've got these little cut aparts from the different collections. This one says, "Love is like a butterfly, as soft and gentle like a sigh." And then in this one, I've stuck a key. I've got a little gemstone from Hobbycraft as a doorknob. And then it says, "Why? It's simply impassable." And then it says, "Why? Don't you mean impossible?" As you can see, I've made little hinges using gemstones on this door. And then I've made a little doorknob here, and then you open up, it says, "No, I do mean impassable." You've got another little small door with another little doorknob. Then you open this door, it says, "Nothing's impossible." And then you've got the little door that she meets in the film. So again, I've made some little hinges and made a little face using googly eyes and different gemstones from Hobbycraft. And then inside you've got Alice, curiouser and curiouser. So I just really loved this little project, so that each time you open a little door to find another door inside. I just thought it was really fun. It has no purpose. There's no point of it. I just thought it was really fun. So I'm really pleased I made it. It took me a little while to figure out, sort of, because each door needed a different size spine and all the rest of it, so that when you close it, they're all sort of, nothing squished, I suppose. And that's what that turned out like. So there's my little door project, and I'll find the lady who did this originally and I'll link her below. I can't remember her name. And then the other project I made are these tiny little mini loaded envelopes. How adorable are these? Now I've completely stolen this idea from a lady called Danny, who is Pop Fizz Paper here on YouTube. I've discovered her recently. I know I mentioned it when I showed you the file folder the other day, and I've literally just been binge watching her videos because she is genuinely amazing and I love everything that she's been making. So I've got these two tiny little loaded envelopes. Now these little die cuts I've made, I showed you these in a previous video because they're the same ones I made for the paper clips. So in this little mini loaded envelope, you've got two in the front, this little clip with the heart on the top, and then inside here you've got some more of them. So that's that one. And then I've used, again, a digital paper that I've downloaded. This was a Drink Me tag. I've cut off the edge and then just used ink to ink that side in to match the other three sides. And you've obviously got the Cheshire Cat there. And then on this one, again, I've used another digital paper. This one's got sort of a lace at the top. And where the pearls on the lace was, I've just added some bling. That one I've added a little bit of bling at the top, obviously. This is me. Then I've got a little 3D butterfly and some more bling. And then inside I've cut out all these little characters from Alice in Wonderland. Now these cost me 80p on Etsy, the little digital file. So I've got the White Rabbit, Alice and the Mad Hatter here in the front. And then inside, if I take off this clip, there are lots of other characters from Alice in Wonderland. So you've got the Queen of Hearts, then you've got some little playing card characters. So you've got the hearts, the clubs, the spades and the diamonds. And you've got a flamingo, you've got a little hedgehog, and you've got a pocket watch, and then a pocket watch in a cup of tea. And I thought they were just really cute. So I've cut those out for her, sat and fussy cut them out because I don't have my Cricut here. And that's what they look like. And I think that these are just adorable. And I'm going to show you quickly how to make these because it is ridiculously simple. So what you need is a piece of paper, any size. I used 5x5 for these, so they're really, really tiny. But I'm going to show you the difference if you used a bigger piece of paper. So you need some sort of piece of paper, some sort of scoring tool like a bone folder or your nail if you haven't got a bone folder, some adhesive, I'm going to use an ATG gun, and some foam tape and some scissors obviously. So that's what I'm going to grab and then I'll come back to you. Annoyingly, I just filmed this tutorial and the footage just didn't film. So, start again. I've got myself a 5" by 5" piece of pattern paper. This is just one-sided. This is a digital download that I got from Etsy. I'm going to lean on my paper trimmer. You don't need a paper trimmer for this, but you do need a bone folder, some sort of adhesive. I've got my tape runner and some foam tape and some scissors. This is just hunky-dory foam tape. It's £1 a roll, so it's inexpensive. So I'm going to take my paper and with the pattern the right way up, I'm going to turn it over and I'm going to fold across about 3/4 of the way, like that. So there's just a small strip here. And then when I've pushed that down, I'm going to turn it and use my bone folder to make sure that that's a really good crease. Then with this little strip here, I want to fold it over. Now if I had a scoreboard, I could score a nice neat line. If I don't, I just need to lift it up slightly, do it really carefully, and then fold it down over onto the other side, crease it down, and then press it down with my bone folder. I'm going to open it back up. Now the first thing I'm going to do is going to run a strip of tape down this end here. So do it all the way. Oh, if you go off the edge, just tuck it in a little bit. And then I'm going to fold the bigger side over. Then I'm going to run tape straight down this strip here. And do that twice just to make sure it's nice and covered. And then I'm going to press that down. So I've made myself a pocket that's sealed down one end. Now to make the front pocket, I want to place it down without the seam, so the seam's on the back. And then I want to fold it up. So it's up to you how far you go. This is what I mean about not needing measurements. You just go to where you want and then use bone folder to press it down. Now for this pocket, I don't want to use regular tape because if I do, it's going to be quite flat. So I want to use foam tape. Now because this is quite small, when I cut my foam tape, what I have to do is slice it in half lengthways to make it thinner. So now I've got 2 strips of foam tape that I'm going to add to this bottom piece here, like so. And then when I unpeel them, I can stick this pocket up. Oh, I can't get this one off. There we go. When I stick this up, that just gives this pocket a little bit more dimension here. And that's it. That's all you have to do to make this. Now you then could cut another piece of pattern paper. Do I have any scraps next to me? No scraps, but I do have these little drink me labels, so I could cut one of those off and do what I did here. Or I might just leave it like that and then just use a sticker and hope that the seam's not too obvious. Now because on this one the Mad Hatter's upside down, I probably would cover this. And that's it. That's how you make a little mini loaded envelope. So it's very similar to how you make a large one. And I did the same thing using an 8x8 piece of paper, so you can see there's quite a size difference. So you can do it as big or as small as you want, but I just absolutely love anything mini, as you know, and these are just adorable. And then you can just pop your little goodies inside. What Danny did on her channel, she used pinking shears to just make the edge a little bit neater, but I don't have those, so that's why I've just left mine straight. And that's the little loaded envelopes, little mini versions. So that is day 6 of Wonderland week. I hope you will join me tomorrow for the final day, and it'll be a bit of a compilation of things tomorrow and a few new bits. So I will see you tomorrow. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Take care, everybody.